Greetings and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot. Today we are doing a reading for the sign of Libra for the month of October 2017. It is Libra season, so I'd like to say happy birthday to all of the lovely Libras out there. Today we are using as our primary deck Ciro Marchetti's Legacy of the Divine, which we will be doing a Celtic cross with that deck, as well as we will also be drawing a guidance card from Colette Baron Reed's Wisdom of the Divine Oracle. So as usual, because it is your birthday month, Libra, we will also be doing a special 3-card draw at the end of this reading. So if you have a question that you'd like to address the cards with, do stick around for that 3-card draw at the end. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading for the month of October for the sign of Libra. Calling on my guides, spiritual helpers, teachers, and angels, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Libra, asking for perfect guidance, perfect wisdom, and perfect clarity as we look at the energy for the month of October 2017. Giving thanks in advance to all that is for perfect clarity, perfect wisdom as we look at the energy for October 2017 for the sign of Libra. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Also, if you would like more clarity, you can also take a look at your rising or your moon sign for some additional clarity there. As we look at the energy for Libra for the month of October 2017. Oops. Okay, Libra, let's go ahead now. Well, let's give a little bit more shuffle. Here is what I'm feeling for Libra. Giving thanks in advance to all there is for crystal clear clarity, perfect wisdom, and perfect vision for all of the Libras, Libra risings, Libra moons that will watch this video, asking for perfect clarity for each viewer, that they may receive what they're looking for, the answers they're looking for. All right, Libra, I think that's good. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here for Libra. All right, Libra. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups coming up in the reverse. So this Queen of Cups in the reverse is all about how you're processing your emotional energy in the month of October. What I'm picking up right away here is that there may be a need for some pausing, perhaps, before responding. This Queen of Cups is upright. She's very in control of her emotional state of being. She's very prominent, very well established, and she is also just very in tune with her own internal processes. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the rest of your cards coming in for the month of October to see if we can get a little bit more information on this Queen coming up in the reverse. All right, so at the heart of the matter, Libra, for the month of October is the Three of Swords. So there, what I'm feeling here with the Three of Swords, this card is the heartbreak card, right? You can see this person has been crying. She's saddened. This could be a heartbreak related to an actual relationship. There are three swords here, so there could be an indication of a third party involved in a relationship. This heartbreak could be really around anything. You would know if you're feeling heartbroken. You would know exactly what's triggering those feelings for you. So let's take a look now at what's crossing this heartbreak to see if we can get a little bit more of an indication here. And we do have the Devil, which is a major arcana crossing this heartbreak. So the Devil is really about overindulgence. Really about not being able to set good boundaries around yourself. Again, this could be in regards to a relationship, or it could also be in regards to financial matters, material, physical matters. I am feeling more, I'm leaning more towards a relationship here, and in some way there are some overindulgences going on that is really driving this sense of heartbreak for Libras. Now, I don't know if that's another person. I don't know if it's drugs, alcohol, too much work, too much play, whatever it is. You know, there's something that needs a little bit of attention in terms of your decisions. When I say that it needs attention, what I'm meaning to say there is that you're already well aware of how you're feeling about this situation. You already know what this Devil signifies. So with that knowledge of how you're feeling and what's driving those feelings, then it will be up to you at that point to make the necessary adjustments. All right? So let's take a look at what's beneath you here, what's driving you. And we have the Theft card coming in. This is the Seven of Swords. So there's really a sense where you're either feeling taken advantage of. Again, I'm drawn back to these two central cards as I look at this Seven of Swords. Really feeling that something has either been taken away from you or that you've been taken advantage of as it relates to, for some of you, your relationship. Absolutely, this is in regards to a relationship. I'm seeing all swords in your central row here. In this primary row, you have three swords cards, which tells me that whatever's going on is really, really, really impacting the way you think. And because I see heartbreak as your central focus, if heartbreak is what's driving the way you think, right? Heartbreak is also what's going to create the actions that you're taking, which is why I'm overly emphasizing the need for Libras to really be mindful of how events and people are impacting you, and if at all possible, to take a look at areas in your life where you could potentially begin to set better boundaries around yourself. All right, so let's move on to what's coming in over you here. And we do have the Page of Swords coming in as your as your overriding energy here. Now, this sword is, again, this is about mental energy. This is a youthful energy, and the blue in this card draws me to communications, how you're communicating as a result of how you're feeling. Again, coming back to this sense of heartbreak and responding from this place of heartbreak. So the goal that I'm really feeling for Libras coming into the month of October will be not only to find out where you can set more boundaries, but also to be very open to responding in a different way. To perhaps even pausing is what I was feeling here when the Queen of Cups came up in the reverse. Finding ways or space, if you will, to pause before you're responding. Because again, if you're coming from a place of heartbreak, that response will be a lot less than loving. All right? So, in your recent past, interestingly enough, we have the Eight of Swords coming up in the reverse. So recently you've probably felt some relief about your situation. The Eight of Swords upright is really feeling trapped, really feeling like you don't have any options and there's nowhere to go. This lady has a blindfold on, and she has all these daggers coming in at her. So really feeling oppressed by your situation. And again, this is coming up in the reverse. So there's been either some relief in this way of thinking recently for you, which is wonderful to see. And it's something that you, if possible, to continue in this way of turning this attitude of being tied down or oppressed or trapped into a more positive, a more open way of being. Okay, so in your near future, now we have the Seven of Coins coming in as your in your near future. Now the Seven of Coins, this is your harvest card. This is being able to get those coins off of the trees and into your basket and make use of the energy of those coins in your life. So here we have this coming up in the reverse, which is it is really feeling like whatever you're trying to bring into your life, whatever energy or change you're trying to bring into your life, there's some sort of hiccup of some sort that may, it's not preventing you. I'm not feeling like this is a stopping energy. Like I don't feel like this will cause you to like do a complete 360 or go back in the other direction, but it just feels like something that you were looking to gain, right? Something that you were looking to gain doesn't look the way you wanted it to look. So does that mean that you don't gain it? No, you could still get what you're after, but it just won't have as powerful of a feeling of satisfaction as what you were hoping for, is what I'm picking up here on this Seven of Coins coming up in the reverse in your near future. Now, this next card is how you're seeing yourself. We do have the King of Cups coming up in the reverse. So you're seeing yourself as, and I'm drawn back to the Three of Swords as your central heart of the matter card. And so because you're coming in with this heart broken, or this feeling of being heartbroken, you're not seeing yourself as very strong emotionally, right? Again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. If this is the place where you're starting from, if this is what's influencing the way you're thinking, then it will also influence the actions that you're taking. And if they're not positive, strong, clear actions, then there wouldn't be very much wonder as to how you would see yourself as less than emotionally strong, less than capable, which again, this is how you're seeing yourself. So it is something for you to take in under advisement in terms of, I'm drawn back to the need to pause before responding. If you're triggered by something someone has said or done, maybe finding the space or creating that space to pause before responding may be a very helpful suggestion for Libras in the month of October. All right, so next up we have, this is your environment. We have the Emperor coming in the reverse. Now, the Emperor is a very fiery, action-oriented, in-control energy. So the fact that this is coming up in the reverse in your environment tells me that this central energy that I'm picking up on the heartbreak and the need to set boundaries and feeling like something has been taken away from you, that is the sense of that's why we're getting the Emperor coming in the reverse in your environment. You're not feeling in control of how things are playing out in your life. You know, you could be doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, right? You could be showing up and delivering what you're supposed to be delivering, but because you're not getting the outcomes that you're hoping for, there's a sense that you're not in control. And I'll fill you in on a little secret here. We're not in control. We're not in control of how things play out, when things play out, or why things play out. You know, we are simply the vessel through which life occurs. We don't get to, you can take whatever actions you feel you need to take in order to change your situation. And I'm not advocating a do nothing approach to life. All I'm saying is do what's peaceful and compelling and whatever's in front of you to do, but release the need to be in control of anything. All right, so that's what's coming through there in your environment. Now, in your hopes and fears, we do have the Page of Coins coming in. So you're hoping to be able to receive the harvest that I was saying that there was some sort of delay, or it may not look, not necessarily a delay. I wasn't feeling a delay with this. I was really feeling that you were able to get whatever this represents. It just doesn't look the way you expected it to look. So here in your hopes and fears, we have the Page of Coins coming in to, the page comes in with messages, ideas, information relating to your financial status. So in your hopes and fears, you're hoping that things will pan out the way that in the best way possible for you and your situation. And again, there's nothing at all wrong with hoping for the best for your situation. What I was just talking about in terms of the Emperor coming up in the reverse is to release the need to actually control those outcomes. So you do what you can, and then you allow from there. So there you have coming in your hopes and fears, this Page of Coins. Now, as your final outcome card, you have the King of Wands, which is a very, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands, which is a very fast-moving knight. So something is shifting fairly quickly. And I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that it's this sense of heartbreak. I'm hoping that that's the shift that's coming in for the sign of Libra. As it relates to this action-oriented, fast-moving energy as your final outcome card. So there you have it, Libra. There's the main portion of your reading for the month of October. Now, because it's your birthday month, I wish I could have had a much more pleasant reading for you. It's not that this reading is what I would say is an awful reading or a really bad one, but you know, seeing this Three of Swords here as your central heart of the matter, then we have the Devil crossing that, and then your reversals here at the past and future. It just means that, again, there is opportunity here for growth, for spiritual growth, for mental growth. And if you are open to allow the growth to really manifest in your life, for you to be an active participant in that growth, things are going to work out beautifully for you here, is what I want to say. All right, so let's go ahead now and close out the reading for the sign of Libra with one additional guidance card. So calling on spirit guides, the angels, teachers, and helpers to give us one additional guidance card for the sign of Libra for the month of October. There we go. I saw it jump out there. All right, Libra. So you're closing out your reading with tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. This is about timing. You know, perhaps this energy here at the center will work itself out in due time, with a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of love. You know, this situation can certainly work itself out. Again, I was picking that theft card up underneath you there as well, like feeling like something has been taken away from you. So give yourself some time here, Leo, or not Leo, Libra. Give yourself some time. Give the people around you time and space to really adjust or to make the changes that you're needing them to make, or needing yourself to make for that matter. All right, so that does conclude your reading, and we are going to set up here for your 3-card draw because it is your birthday month. All right, so while I'm setting up, if you have a question that you'd like the cards to address for you, I'm going to pull 3 cards, and I am using the Lenormand deck from Ciro Marchetti, a beautiful rendition of his Lenormand deck. This is a limited edition deck here. So if you have a question, what you're going to do is hold that question in your mind while I shuffle the cards, and then pick a number between 1 and 3, and then we'll see what the cards have to say about that question for the sign of Libra as an additional birthday bonus for Libras. All right, so calling on spirit guides, teachers, helpers, the angels, to give us 3 cards that clearly answer the question, the burning question that Libras have for the month of October. All right, so that feels pretty good right there. Okay, so we'll cut those cards, and then we'll give you 3 cards here. All right, so, and you should have your the number card that you chose. So if you chose number 1 for your question, if you chose number 1, you got the man. So it's very interesting because every time I've done this reading, Spirit will give me a definite yes, a definite no, and then a card that I, end up having to interpret. So here, if you chose number 1, whatever your question was, there's a man coming in who's going to help with that question, is what I'm getting here. So whether that's a yes or no, time will ultimately tell whether or not you'll get a yes or no, if this man will help facilitate a yes for you. But what I am picking up here, if you chose number 1, there is a man coming in within the next 28 days, actually. Thank you, Spirit. Within the next 28 days. The 28 is there on the card, and I typically don't interpret in that way, but I'm definitely getting a hit from Spirit that there is a man coming in within the next few weeks that will definitely be able to answer your question, your yes or no question. All right? So if you chose number 2, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. There is movement that will definitely allow you to, you're moving along with whatever your question is. Whatever your question is, you're moving in the direction of receiving what you're asking for. So the answer is yes if you chose number 2. And if you chose number 3, it's looking kind of dicey. It's looking kind of dicey if you chose number 3. If you chose number 3, there's a very good chance that things, I don't want to say won't go your way. I don't want to say that. All I want to say is that you're taking a chance with whatever your question is. So, we go with what the cards give us, and the cards actually don't lie. So if you chose number 3, it's a gamble. All right, so that's it. That does conclude the reading for the sign of Libra for the month of October. I do wish you all of the best in your birthday month, and I look forward to seeing you back here in the month of November. Namaste.